Earn passive income using liquidity pools. Decentralized finance, DeFi, has created an explosion of on-chain activity. Decentralized exchanges volumes compete with the volume on centralized exchanges. As of December 23rd, 2021, there is over $251 billion of value locked in DeFi protocols. The ecosystem is rapidly expanding with new types of product. But what makes all this expansion possible? What is at the heart of this DeFi breakthrough? Liquidity pools is at the heart of it. It is one of the core pillars behind the majority of these DeFi products. In short, liquidity pools are a collection of funds locked in a smart contract. They are used to facilitate decentralized trading, lending, and many more DeFi functions. Let's understand further with an example. Joe, our cute astronaut on the left, deposit two different tokens, token A and token B. Very important to note, the caveat of this transaction is that token A value must be equal to token B value. In other words, if you deposit $1,000 worth of token A into the liquidity pool, you have to deposit $1,000 worth of token B. The values have to be equal at the time of transaction. In this example, token B is worth twice more than token A. That's why Joe is depositing 100 token A and 50 token B. Once Joe added liquidity, he received liquidity pools representing his position. These tokens automatically earn fees proportional to his share of the pool and can be redeemed at any time. For more clarity, let's contrast this to centralized exchanges. Every time a transaction is made, it is versed to a centralized entity. You make a transaction in Binance or Coinbase and pay their transaction fees, it goes back to Binance and Coinbase. In decentralized exchanges, the transaction fees are versed to LP providers. It is democratized. You can be a mini Coinbase or a mini Binance on your own. Let's look at an example to understand this further. Kim wants to purchase 10 B tokens. She deposits first 20 token A into the pool, assuming that Joe owns 100% of the AB liquidity pool. Token A balance would become 120 token A, and token B balance would become 40 tokens, since we will deduct 10 B tokens to be given to Kim to satisfy her transaction. For this swap, Kim's pay a transaction fee that get deposited to Joe's account since he owns 100% of the liquidity pool. Earning transaction fees is proportional to the share of the pool the LP providers own. If Joe owned 20% of the liquidity pool, he will receive 20% of that transaction fee. Enough theory examples. Let's look at Uniswap top 10 liquidity pools by fee returns in 24-hour period to give you a better idea on the returns in one of the top dexes on the Ethereum network. So this table shows the top 10 liquidity pools by fee returns in one day. For December 21st, 2021, the fee returns ranged from $21,000 to $228,000 for 24 hours. The question now is, how can you provide liquidity to benefit from these returns? We will go through a step-by-step guide and show you how to provide liquidity using the #1 DEX on the Ethereum blockchain, Uniswap. Navigate to uniswap.org. Make sure you verify the URL. There are a lot of scams out there and you want to make sure you are on the correct site. And click on Launch App. Next, click on Connect Wallet. Once you click on Connect Wallet, this pop-up window displays the different wallets you can connect to Uniswap. Most common wallet is MetaMask. It is very simple to create a MetaMask wallet if you don't have one. That's the one we'll be using for our guard because that's the most common and widely used wallet in the DeFi universe. Once your wallet is connected, click on Pool tab. For this guide, we'll be providing liquidity for Uniswap v2 since most projects currently use v2 versus v3. So click on View v2 liquidity. Next, click on Add V2 Liquidity. You'll be navigated to a screen where you would need to choose the pair that you will be providing liquidity for. For our example, we will be providing Ethereum to Uniswap liquidity pair. If it is the first time you'll provide liquidity to a token, you would need to approve it first. Once you click on Approve Uni, a MetaMask window is displayed automatically to confirm the transaction. Click Confirm, then go back to Uniswap to click on Supply. The Supply button would not be enabled until the previous transaction in MetaMask was confirmed. The MetaMask window is displayed a second time to confirm the supply transaction. Once you complete the supply liquidity transaction process, you will receive ETH Uni LP tokens, and they will be displayed in the home page under the Pool tab. Here you can see the accrued fees, add more liquidity to the pool, or remove liquidity and get your original tokens. The tokens you get back depends on the market changes. If one token appreciates in value more than the other, you might get less of that token that appreciated versus the other. We will cover this topic in another video where we will discuss impermanent loss. Getting returns from transaction fees is the tip of the iceberg. You can do much more with your LP tokens. You can do staking, yield farming, and much more. Project incentivize people to provide liquidity by giving them incentives on top of transaction returns, and those incentives vary from double, triple, to even 4 digits percentage returns. It sounds surreal at times, and it doesn't come without risks. The higher the risk, the higher are the returns and the potential losses too. We should all do our due diligence and not get rag pulled or fall into a scam. But the opportunities out there, for me, are worth the risks. If you work on yourself to be equipped in navigating this crypto world, you can make life-changing decisions. We'll cover this topic in a future video, where we will show you how to fully take advantage of liquidity farming, in addition to shedding the light on impermanent loss that liquidity miners face. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video until the end. We have covered how to earn passive income using liquidity pools and showed you a step-by-step guide on how to do just that. If you would like to learn about NFTs or DeFi, check out these 2 videos. In this channel, we strive to simplify cryptocurrency topics using animation, analogies, and examples, and bring you the latest crypto news, project reviews, and market trends. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.